Hey, it's Nikas. So this has really been a day. um, yeah, I was helping a buddy out, and everything kind of seemingly went a little sideways. Not as expected. And I've come to understand that there is no surety in this world, right? So nothing's for sure except that nothing's for sure. That's the only thing that's for sure, is that nothing's for sure. And I'm pleased to announce that there's no dissatisfaction with things as they are. This sort of thing that went sideways today financially impacted me in a way that really would have in the past made me very unsettled, to say the least. However, I sort of suspected that there might be a small disruption in how things were going, and so I reached out to somebody and said, "Hey, I might have to borrow a little bit of money from you because I'm not quite sure." And he said, "Oh, sure, of course." And and yeah, I called later and said, "Yes, it looks like I do gotta borrow some money." And so, what could have been so disruptive and angry and unsettling turned out to just be a simple, "Oh yes, hey, I do need to get that," and then went and got it, and then made the deposit before midnight. So there weren't any overdrafts, and everything worked out. It all worked out. It didn't work out the way I thought it was, but everything worked out. And that's kind of how life is, if you just go with the flow, right? So life is as it is. There's this saying, life on life's terms. But really, another way to say that is just accepting things as they are. Not as I imagine them to be, but actually as they are. Because with things as they are, I can meet as they are with intuitive response and get great results. But if I meet things as they are with the way I think they should be, but they're not, that shouldn't, you coulda, if only, that's my idea of reality. That's not reality. Reality is, oh, this is what happened. And, when you meet reality with intuitive response is like, "Hey, I think you need to call somebody else and just get a double check." Okay, cool. And I did. And then it worked out. And there's no unhappiness around it. There's not. So, it's just, this person did what they did because that's what they do. And maybe that will be squared away at some point, but it isn't right now. But so I guess what I'm just trying to say is that I'm happy to report that the spiritual awakening thing really relieves you of, it gives you a freedom. There's a statement somewhere that says, "You will know a new freedom and a new happiness." It's one of the promises of Alcoholics Anonymous, is you will know a new freedom and a new happiness. And I have to say that this new freedom is, not only am I free from something, I am free to give that freedom to people. I allow everyone to be who they are, actually who they are right now. And which isn't who they always are and will always ever be, but that's who they are right now. And so not only am I free from, but I'm also able to give that freedom away. So that for me is the new freedom. And the new happiness is this fucking sense of gratitude, this absolute gratitude for just things being the way they are, and intuitively responding to something, and things all just working out. This new happiness is just the joy of life, as life is, not as I think it should be. And it's not a happiness that's based upon something. It's just a happiness because of everything. My prayer tonight is for everyone to just accept things as they are. And a special prayer out to my good pal who's having a tough time tonight. Be well.